What's your philosophy of life you'd like to pass on to others that go ahead of you?
I'm a big believer in the old saying of do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I believe that to be very true. I believe what you do to others comes back to you sooner or later, be it good or bad.
Or like the Bible says, love your neighbors as yourself.
As you love yourself, yeah. I'm a big believer in that.
Randy, I think they're beckoning you, so I'm going to thank you very much for your time and
You're welcome.
Reach across with all the wires and cables, and thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Travis's hair flows a little longer than when he launched a country musical tidal wave, but the eyes are as clear and intense as then, and the handshake is strong. More than any other artist, Randy Travis turned country music around in the mid-'80s. He may look like a revolutionary, but few would contest the shakeup of the entire country music establishment. His resonant baritone voice has a seemingly effortless quality that sets him apart from the rest, with his forthright embrace of straight-ahead country.
I believe what you do to others comes back to you sooner or later, be it good or bad. And treat people the best you can and live the best life you possibly can live, and that's about it.
Well, if you could leave something with some of the viewers that are watching, what would it be if someone was watching and they wanted to follow in your footsteps into really leaving something worthwhile?
You got to enjoy what you're doing. You got to believe in it. You've got to dedicate yourself to it. And don't take it all too seriously.
Jack, I would especially like to thank you for being a part of On Location. What a pleasure it was to hear about your life and all the things that you brought to our viewers. Thank you so much.
Fabie, it's been a real pleasure for me, and whether I'm here or not, come back and see us anytime.
God bless you, and continue work, whatever you're going to do.
Thank you very much.
We've had a terrific time here at the Disneyland, the Magic Kingdom, Anaheim, California, USA. We've learned some background back in 1955 with Walt Disney. Mr. Lindquist has talked about some of the accomplishments here and some of the things to come. You just can't help but become a kid yourself here at the Magic Kingdom, and even I got into the act. This is Fabie Combs saying, hope to see you on location.
A very special thank you to Mr. Jack Lindquist for his time and candor.
Titles don't really mean that much. It's because in every step along the way, it's the people that you work with that make anybody with any title look good or bad.
Well, I know you've been known as one of the brightest and most articulate telejournalists. Can you tell me how that evolved?
Yes. I don't see a great deal of mentoring going on these days, but when I first came to Hollywood, I wrote a letter to Ralph Story, who is still a wonderfully respected newsman. And Ralph hired me as a secretary, and I was for 3 years, and eventually when he said, Stephanie, you may be a great actress, but I doubt it. I suggest you go on television and earn a living talking, because I've discovered you can do that. I kind of switched gears and became the co-host of his morning show. He handed it to me on a platter, and I owe him a great deal.
What a break.
Truly.
And you did that for 4 years?
Yes.
What kind of hobbies and activities that you like out of, the industry, out of acting and entertaining? What do you like together? I know you share one of mine, racquetball.
A racquetball.
Yes.
Well, I put that on there just because I could play it.
Oh,
yeah, you're not as good as Fabie.
No, and I've played it because I was a tennis player, and played a lot of paddle tennis too, a long time ago. But
what kind of things do you share together that you like?
Anything sedentary. I mean, he's very diplomatic, but I'll tell you, he has gained weight because I am sedentary.
Oh.
He is an athlete, I'm not. What do we share together? Television,
TV, snuggling,
rest, occasional reading, an occasional walk.
All my life,
yes.
But it's been wonderful to me and to my family, and the public has been absolutely so
without them
gracious toward me,
Yeah.
and I want to thank you for that.
great.
I started off as an extra. My father wanted me to go to school, and I'd been scholarship to SC, and I chose to go to work, and I started to work as an extra, and then I got under contract to a major studio, and they sort of took me off the streets and groomed me and trained me and put me in movies, and I'd always wanted to be an actor, and I always wanted to be in the motion picture business. And
So there's hope for those that have the same idea?
I was really very lucky because I chose something and went for it and did it.
And that big start that you got with the Susan Hayward film.
Yeah, that was a big break for me when I played a shell-shocked soldier.
Easy for you to say.
In a film called With a Song in My Heart with Susan Hayward. Where
I
she
loved
played
it.
Jane Froman, yeah.
One of my favorite actresses.
The thing that I told
besides.
this class today was that, referred to, was that it was a very, very big opportunity for me, but also the picture was a tremendous success, and they believed Susan so much playing this woman, and she was
great.
such a great force. Yeah, this Jane Froman was a great force, and Susan Hayward was a marvelous lady, and she was very gracious and very generous to me, and the man who directed it, Walter Lang, took great care, and the man who edited it, Watson Webb, was very generous to use just the right moments of me, and so it was a good break.
Hoyt, tell me about Bony Fingers. I remember that one, and sometimes I've even tried to play it on the guitar myself.
Well, I was trying to write a song that would be pure country, that didn't have trucks in it, or mama,
Train.
or apple
Drunk.
pie. Just trying to keep it as close to bluegrass and still be contemporary as it could. And it worked out fine. I co-wrote it with a girl who used to sing in my band named Renee Armand.
How about a couple verses of that? Rain coming down.
Rain coming down and the roof won't hold her.
Well, I
Lost my job and I feel a little older. Car won't run and our love's grown colder. But maybe things will get a little better in the morning. Maybe things will get a little better.
Tell me a little bit about what you would say to the audience out there that are watching that would have an ambition in following after your footsteps in writing, in singing, and acting. What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, at this point, the best advice I could give would be drop out of everything and take a year of accounting. Maybe another year of pre-law and then get back into business.
Do you have any ideas of writing a book or anything like that, like your mother did, Country Singers as I Know Them?
I'm starting a book tomorrow with a friend of mine, a writer. We're going to call it Life Without Logic, the Hoyt Axton story.
With that, we'll close.
Okay.